Greetings! And now the moment I've been waiting for, you've been waiting for. Priya and I are about to get busy. Marc Gordon has helped over 200 top models sculpt their bodies with his Model Strong workout. He's here to show us a few of his power moves.
Welcome, Marc. Let's see what you can do with the two of us.
I know, right?
Oh, it would be great.
This should be fun. So you're a professional trainer, and so how long have you been training people?
About 20 years.
Wow.
And I know that you only train women, right?
I do.
And why is that?
It's more challenging. You know, it's really kind of a lot easier to pack muscle on someone than it is to lean somebody out. And I like the challenge of that a lot more than I just kind of go, like, pack some muscle on somebody. It's a lot easier.
Really? So how should we go about finding a personal trainer?
You should basically look for knowledge, appearance, and professionalism. You know, I firmly believe that a trainer should look like a trainer. If a trainer is trying to sell you on their skills and going, listen, I'm out of shape, but I want to train you. They can't. They don't have the knowledge to train themselves and get themselves in shape.
That's true.
They can't help you. That's just my personal belief.
So you suggest taking photos and checking your weight on a regular basis, is that right?
I generally want people to go with their trainers, and their trainers should basically take pictures of you, measure you, put you on a scale. Because those are barometers that you can hold your trainer accountable to. Okay, you took pictures and measured me at one point, and 2 months down the line, have I changed?
Okay.
Show me how I've changed.
Yeah, you want to see results.
Amazing. Right. So tell us about Model Strong Workout. How did you create that?
Basically, what I did is I looked at the way women were training their bodies, and I saw a lot of women doing things they were really good at doing. I said I can do lunges for days, squats, all these exercises, which are great exercises, but I kind of looked at it differently. I said I want to see women trying to get better at doing exercises, 1 rep of something, as opposed to doing 20 reps of something they were really good at.
Wow.
When I started training the models, I basically wanted to challenge their bodies. I wanted their muscles more to think than to just do, in particular for the lower body, because that's really a problem area for women. So when I started looking at the glute muscles, I started asking myself, how can I get the muscles to think during a repetition as opposed to just blindly going through it?
I would like my glutes to think.
They will think. We'll try to get them to think a little bit.
So are there any famous models you can mention that you've trained?
Yeah, I have Joan Smalls, #1 girl in the world right now. Ava Smith, I've been training them since they're babies. Trained, again, over 200 models at this point. All of my girls work. They're extremely busy. I'm proud of all of them, but you know, the top girls to the girls that just do the 9-to-5 stuff, they all work very hard.
All right, so the workout is not just for models, like let's say for me,
like regular people.
Right, regular people.
Yeah,
I've had kids. You know, I've been for me, I have been struggling. I used to be very thin and very, very fit, and then having a kid kind of changed hormonally.
Sure.
So, what can you show us? What can we do today that would fit us?
Well, let's look at a lunge. Okay, it's a basic exercise everybody's done, and what we tend to do is we tend to make it a very quad dominant movement, and I like it to be more glute dominant movement. So I'm going to kind of show you a little variation on that. Okay.
So
Kim Kardashian, eat your heart out.
Kim Kardashian.
Okay,
now,
what are we?
What I like to do when I do a lunge, okay, a normal lunge, when you see people doing walking lunges, they kind of bring everything forward, so it looks kind of like this. Okay, it makes it a very quad dominant movement. Okay, and I generally like to get to the glutes because you women beat your quads to death with cardio. Pilates, everything you do, you kind of hit in the quad. So what we want to do is we want to kind of get more to the glutes, which is a lot harder muscle group to get to, in my belief. So when I do it, what I like to do is I actually like to break it down to about 4 steps. So as opposed to making it one movement, I will stop, and right here, I want the body to look for a weakness. Sure, go for it. Now, you want to keep your weight over your hips as opposed to over your front leg. Okay? So now, if I drop straight down on my glute muscles here and keep my weight over my glutes, they're going to work.
Are your glutes thinking?
I think so. I feel a tight.
Now, I want both of you stay right there, and I'm going to move you into position.
To stay here.
Right. So I want you to get your weight over your hips. Good. Move your back foot back a little bit. Good. Now I want you to lower down more.
I can feel it already.
Right. So right. So here becomes a challenge.
Less of a cannoli.
Bring the back knee down a bit. Now, see how she's leaning forward? It's very hard to keep your weight over your glutes.
Wow.
Right, that's what you want to focus on.
And you feel it, like you actually feel it as opposed to a regular lunge.
You can come up.
Oh.
Beautiful.
Oh, am I doing good?
So we're going to move your back foot back a little bit.
One too.
Okay. Woo.
Right, and what I want you to do is drop down.
I already choked on bread this show. We can't have me falling over.
Now get your weight over your hips. Straight, lower that back leg a little bit.
See, I told you I have really bad posture.
Now you need to see how she keeps leaning forward when she does it. She's actually trying to take her weight off her glutes, which is natural for the body. It's going to try to protect it. Good, you can squeeze up.
Okay.
Can you feel it, right?
Yes.
Beautiful.
So how many times do you do that?
Generally, I don't like people counting repetitions.
Okay.
What I want you to do is I want you to try to do 1 repetition well.
Wow.
Once you can execute it well, do 2. Women get too caught up in, do I do 20, 30, 40? If your trainer's sitting there watching you go back and forth for 20 repetitions and they're not fixing your form, get another trainer.
How many is a repetition when you talk
One
about
is, a repetition is one. So if you
Okay.
do one or something, bang, that's one repetition.
So I think
Okay,
after the
gotcha.
show, we should go on the sidewalk and
Figure it out.
Right.
Go right
But
down
we
Fifth
got to be
Avenue.
doing it right, though. That's
I know
the thing.
that's true because people will.
Sit back, because I felt that. Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot different.
So I see a ball.
Right, I brought the Bosu ball. Now, the Bosu ball is a stability ball, and it's a great invention, really popular. You got to be really, really careful when you use them. I love it because they add a lot of imbalance to the movement, and they do get the muscles thinking.
Okay.
Now, I need to be very, very clear. This is extremely advanced, okay? This is not something I want someone watching this to go, ooh, let me jump
I
on a Bosu
volunteer
ball.
Rain.
Let her do it. So what you want to do, you want to do it under supervision, which is very important.
yes, sir.
Obviously, I'm here to supervise you, so we're going to go with that.
Okay.
Now, when we get on the Bosu ball, we can get on with both feet, which is pretty common. We can get on with 1 foot, which is a lot harder. We're going to do the 1 foot.
All right,
Oh,
let's
boy.
go. Come on.
Oh, boy.
Now,
I'm
so
up for a
Go big or
challenge.
go
when I step
Just
on the
don't make me
ball,
jump
I
out of
want
an
to make sure.
airplane. Thank you.
I want to make sure the arch of my foot is over the dot of the ball.
Okay.
I don't want to be here because I've got no balance from there.
Gotcha.
Okay. So I'm going to get the arch over. I always want to have a soft break in my knee when I get up. Okay. I don't want to be locked out. Too much
You're
pressure on
making
me.
it look so easy.
Wow.
I know. It's going to kind of more look like this when you're doing it. Now, from here, I can do 9 million different movements.
Oh my gosh.
Anything I want
What are you
from there,
doing?
and the muscles will think. Now, I've been doing this
So
for a long
that,
time.
right, that's when you talk about the muscles thinking, because
Right.
that it's almost like a dancer.
Exactly.
So you're, you
They
know what
have
I mean?
to kind
It's
of
a
think
whole body.
Right, they're worried about falling.
Right.
So they're not going to go fast. You can't go
Right.
fast because your
I like
body's
that.
going to kind of go.
Okay,
right.
Let's let her do
let's
it.
try it.
All right.
And by let's, I mean you, Rain.
Now, put your hand on my
You
hand.
try it.
Good. Just step up. Good and relax.
Is it scary?
Good. Soft
feeling?
break in the knee. Good and relax.
That's a
Relax your
little
body.
wobbly,
Yeah,
but-
she's doing good.
See, I knew you were
See,
a
now the
pro.
muscles automatically now are just thinking. They're going, how can I stand on this ball?
Right.
So you've got them working already. So
Right.
anything
All
you do
right.
right now is going to be beneficial.
I think we have time for one more really quick move. I know you wanted to show us
Okay.
one more.
I like
Now,
that.
we'll use the ball for some cardio, which I actually love. And a really important thing I can say to women is when you're training, don't stand around between sets doing nothing.
Okay.
Do
All right.
jumping jacks, anything you can do safely.
Okay.
If you hit a machine and then you basically want to, you're going to stand around for 2 minutes, do something, move your body.
Right.
Now, Bosu
Okay.
is great for that, so I'm just going to show you real quick.
Okay.
If I've got 1 foot on the floor, real good quick cardio move for the Bosu is over and back.
Oh,
Just
okay.
like that, nice and easy, not that hard to do.
So-
Gets the heart rate up,
I go on
pop over.
like that?
Right.
Okay.
Now, make it a little wider. So what you want to do is make sure that that foot that's coming to the ball is not so close because you can twist your ankle. So you don't want to land right here. You want to get some distance, so bang
Oh, I see
out.
what
See
you're
how much
saying.
distance I have here? Because if you land too close to the ball, you can
Okay.
twist your ankle.
Well, holy guacamole. I can see how your body would change from all of this. I actually can when you're up on there. That was really cool. And
I think my body's just afraid, to be honest.
just
But
afraid to change.
Thanks so
No, you
much,
did
Mark,
good. It was
for
great.
being here. We
Amazing.
learned
Yeah,
so
no problem.
much. For
You're
more on
amazing.
Marc Gordon, go to markgordon.com, and we'll be right back.
MarkGordonFitness.com.
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 We want more Mark Gordon. Bye.